Welcome to the Emerging Lawyer series at the Coffee Corner Show powered by the Emerging India Forum TIF and a tech partner, Prime Infotech Solution. Theme is Built on Law and Land, a Real Estate Legal Legacy. We're with us Prajata Chakrabutty, Principal Associate, Fox and Mandal, a seasoned legal professional whose career spans over 15 years in the real estate and infrastructure sectors. From his early days as a legal executive at Bengal Sachi to leading major due diligence and documentation assignments, he has handled everything from consumer litigations to complex project documentation with precision and purpose. In this episode, we dive into his professional trajectory, also uncover the lesser known personal stories behind the legal mind. So, welcome, Prajata, to today's coffee conversation.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. And thank you to the entire Coffee Conversation team for having me over.
Okay. So let me explain you the flow and the format. There are three rounds: professional journey, personal journey, and a surprise, the rapid fire, where you will be in the hot seat. So let's begin. Friends, I'm Lion Amir Virani, host at Coffee Conversation, legal tech evangelist at Prime Infotech Solution, author of 15 books. We help law firms, corporate legal, startup SMEs with world-class technology, software licensing, and tech training solutions. So my first question, Prajata, you have worked extensively in real estate sector law. What drew you to this and how has the journey been?
Firstly, the journey has been amazing till so far. It's really been good. It's been a great learning curve from where it all started. However, would like to say that the sector chose me instead of me choosing the sector. For me, when I started off, I had joined as a litigation associate with a company called S. Jalan and Company. And there, primarily, I used to handle and look after consumer litigations. So basically, cancellations that being challenged, and that was mainly with the real estate sector. So once I got started getting those assignments, I wanted to go deep. I wanted to dive deep to understand how this industry functions. I just did not want to per se stick myself with only those litigations. I wanted to understand the sector, and that's when I made my first move. I joined Bengal Sachi Housing Development Corporation Limited, a real estate house. So that's where the journey unfolded itself. I understood the industry, and from there on, it's never been a look back situation or a runaway situations ever in my life till date. I'm very happy for that decision.
Wow. So, Prajata, real estate law often involves both technical and emotional client engagements. How do you navigate that balance?
Well, it's been a boon for me actually, with my clients being very well known to me due to my previous work assignments. I was with CREDAI. So CREDAI is an apex association of real estate developers all over India. So I was with the Bengal chapter as the law officer. So that actually opened up a lot of avenues for me per se, and the bond with the each of the players, the bigger players, the smaller players, the regulated players in real estate development were became I was close to them. I was extreme. I'm still very close to them. So majority of them are my clients. So it's a continuity which has happened for me.
Wow. So, what are some of the biggest legal challenges in real estate you see today, especially post pandemic?
Post pandemic, by now I think we've got about 2 3 years that has already passed from 2020. So within that time has been a reasonable time for us to understand and relook into whatever was happening prior to the pandemic coming in. But one of the most affected was lease transactions at that point of time. People were not prepared for a pandemic, lockdowns, which was a thing which was not even contemplated before in any of our documents prior to that. So that has been a challenge, but yes, definitely we've understood the same. We are prepared for the same legally and from an emotional level also.
Wow. So, what is that one project which you're really proud of, and what were the key learnings from that project?
Well, I take a lot of pride in all my projects because all of them are very dear and near to me. Each one is a challenge, but if I have to pick out one, then I would say the amendments that were brought into a particular act called the Apartment Ownership Act in 2015. because that was a 1972 act. It did not cater for a lot of phase-wise development, multiple project, multiple associations in one project. So that is something we should really take pride in, because it's a lot of liaison with the government of West Bengal to make them understand the necessity of the amendments we are looking for. So that's something we should really take pride in.
Wow. So, how do you maintain accuracy under pressure, especially while handling large volumes of legal documentation?
Firstly, I would just attribute the same to experience. It just comes with experience. The more you work, you understand what are the things to be looked into, what requires 100% concentration, what requires 90%, and so on. So it's just habit. It's nothing to get scared of.
Wow. So, the principal associate at Fox and Mandal, how do you balance leadership responsibilities with hands-on legal work?
Well, firstly, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my team. I'm blessed with a wonderful team, starting from my managing partner, Mr. Devanjan Mandal, to my reporting partner, Mr. Saurabh Bhagat, my junior, and my other fellow colleagues. So that has really my team is the main reason why it's easier to handle so much of client meetings, calls, and at the same time get back and have my execution right at the same time without any problem. Because what I tend to do is we are very disciplined with our approach. We start our usual day starts with a morning briefing where the team gets together to understand what is the day, how does the day look like, the involvement required. So that is one. Secondly, time sheets, which is something which I would recommend to anybody who is getting into this profession, because it not only helps you understand how much time you require for a thing, but it also gives an overall picture to the team as to what is required. So that these self discipline and small steps for good with a good team is the ideal way of how to go about it, and that's what has worked for me.
Wow. So, how do you keep updated with latest developments happening in the real estate law?
Well, first and foremost is subscription to live law. So that's a serious tool which has helped me specifically, since I have a very industry specific area of practice. Apart from that, newspaper articles, interns, giving them research works to find out what is happening, how is it happening. So that's been the approach.
Wow. So, how has technology helped you uh, in your legal career and in experience using different legal tech products?
I'm yet to use any legal tech product because I'm very old school. I still go to the book. That's the first thing that's my go-to. But having said that, technology, yes, definitely a lot of things have come in. We've moved into drives. So my work is accessible from wherever I want to. So those are the parts which have really been there. AI, I'm a person, I always like to learn new things. So I'm in the plan of picking up the same. There's one software which is Lucio, I presume. So that's the name given to me, one of my juniors. So in around sometime when both of us have the time, we would definitely like to explore the same. But having said that, AI still needs a lot of time. As long as it is being used as a tool, it's for the boon. If it is so, you still require the human expertise, that experience at this time. It's required.
Yeah. Wow. So, what does a typical day look like for Prajata in a fast-paced law firm like Fox and Mandal?
Typical day is like walking around 10, 10, 15 in the morning, sitting with the team, enjoying a cup of coffee, understanding the how the day pans out. And thereafter, I generally prefer to have my client meets during the first half, so that our post lunch is my time to sit with my team, whatever documentation is required from my end, whatever inputs I need to do. So then obviously end the day with some light banter.
Wow. So, my last question would be, what advice would you give to young lawyers looking to enter this niche field of real estate law?
Oh, the advice is very simple. Having spent 15 years of my life to this industry, I would say this is one of the easiest industries, or easiest industry to be in. The reason being, the you can always visualize. You visualize a project being developed. So it's nothing. It's easier. It's like it takes you back to your school life. Say a physics diagram. You just draw the diagram. You say as referred. So it's always easy to visualize, but yes, you need to understand the concepts. There is a thing that it's copy paste. It is not copy paste. Your document, yes, definitely they have a format for each and of them, but you need to understand and have those concepts clear to which one to use and where to use. So that's there, and I personally have felt it one of the best branches, and that's why I've been here. And I till the time I see myself in this, I would continue. And there is no way I'm going to change my sector.
Wow, beautiful. So let's go next round and understand Prajata as a person. Tell us about your family and your formative years.
Well, I hail from a family of musicians. My mother was an associated with the All India Radio. My father
Mhm.
was a businessman, he was a mechanical engineer, and during his spare time, he was a guitarist. So my mom had a band which we used to play to. I was a percussionist. I started stage performance when I was 10 years old. So my brother is a musician. He is with one of the rock bands in Calcutta called Fossils. He's a sound engineer also. So my formative years have been spent mainly devoted to studies and music. I'm also an avid sports person. So I play table tennis and snooker. So whenever I get the time, that's my go-to things for relaxation. So that's been my family and my journey.
Wow. So let's go to memory down lane.
Mhm.
Your experience memories at Department of Law, Calcutta University.
Ah, well, it really brings back a lot of fond memories, formative years being forged, best friends being forged from there. Yes, college life at our point of time was very different from what college life is today. Nowadays you have semester system and all this. Back in 2008, they were not there. In 2003, when I first joined college, it was like school. It's just that there was no, it was not at a non-regulated school. So how you spend your time was completely up to you. Most of my time was spent in the common room playing badminton and table tennis. So that was my life back then. Rest of it, yes. Now getting to the serious part of it, we had extremely good teachers who helped us whenever they were extremely approachable. They helped us a lot. I'm still in touch with most of them. So whenever I have any kind of doubts in my mind, that's where I refer to. So it's been a good journey. It's really been a good journey and some of the best years spent.
So what does downtime look like for you after a high pressure work week?
Oh, first is catching up on sleep. That's the most important one. Apart from that, catching up with friends, taking some me time out, going playing, listening to some music. And Calcutta is known for its eateries. So visiting the iconic ones and also the new ones cropping up. So that's ideally how I like to unwind myself.
Wow. So, if someone wants to visit Calcutta, like you're saying, you like to visit. So,
Mhm.
what are the things one should do in Kolkata for travel wise and for food wise?
Oh, first and foremost, the moment you land in Calcutta, you will be amazed by the warmth that the city has to offer. It's extremely warm as a place. It's extremely hospital as a place. We are the and for food, you name it, it's there. So from street food to iconic places like a Mocambo or a Peter Cat, you have everything. So the advice is just come down to Calcutta and let Calcutta guide you. You don't need a guide for Calcutta. Let your instincts guide you.
Wow. So, are you still connected in any form with music?
Uh, in any form, yes. I try to jam whenever I can. But yes, definitely not on a serious note. Nowadays, like friends dropping by and just sitting down with a guitar and a cajon. That's how we unwind. But I do
No.
have a plan to get back once again, maybe say post 50. So then let's get back to some jazz club, sit down and chill.
Wow. So, you want to form your own jazz club?
And not yeah, there are quite a few places in Calcutta where they promote live music, and
Mhm.
the jazz scene is a very welcome scene now in Calcutta. Which suppose the movement that took place 20-25 years back in Delhi. So Calcutta has caught up with it. There are artists who actually perform jazz and not fusion. So that is there. So that's something which I would like to get into later in life.
Wow. So one of our coffee speakers, a young legal professional into legal branding, Mohammad Saqib, his
Mm.
friends, they have their own band and they perform every weekend and go for tours also.
Oh, great.
So you should get connected and take inspiration from lawyers like who are into music. Yeah. So I've been hearing coffee speakers, okay, lawyers don't lead a dull life now, and they have got various uh, interesting hobbies, passions. Like someone does scuba diving, paragliding, so many other things, traveling, cooking.
Yeah,
So yes, earlier it was by lawyers were leading dull life. Now it is
yeah,
changed.
that's a notion.
Yeah.
That's a myth now.
Yes. Okay. What's one family tradition or ritual that brings you joy?
Well, actually, there are two instead of one. I'm a Bengali and a proud, extremely proud Bengali. So for us, pujas is a big thing. So just after during the pujas, there is a tradition that we have started post our marriage, where we all of us get together at our place for some lunch, music, fun, frolic. So that's one tradition which I'm extremely proud of, extremely close to me. And secondly, my mom-in-law is a Christian, so Christmas is a big thing for us. So the Christmas party at our place, which has been started by my wife, is also something which I look forward to, and it's extremely close friends, but friends who are more than family.
Wow. So, is there a book, movie, or song which has influenced you and you would recommend?
Movie definitely would be Pursuit of Happiness,
Mhm.
and a song which has been my go-to song whenever I'm preparing for any tournaments whatsoever. Even now, which I go back to is Eye of the Tiger. So both are which just gives you your grit and resilience. So two things which is required in today's world, especially in our profession.
Wow. So, how do your friend describe you outside the legal world in three words?
Three words. All right. Three words would be approachable, fun-loving, carefree.
Wow. So, what are your plans for 2025 personally and professionally?
Personally, both me and my wife, the only way we unwind is we look forward to our vacations and we travel a lot. So two vacations a year is mandatory for us. So right now I'm planning for the puja vacations. So still a lot of places to decide on, but the planning has started. So and I think that it's mainly planning vacations and everything.
Wow. So, my last one is a googly one. Describe Prajata in one line.
Uh, Approachable, uncomplicated, and definitely resilient.
Wow. So, let's put you in the hot seat, the rapid fire round. Your go to comfort food,
Go to comfort food would be biryani.
contract
मैं
drafting
कोलकाता
or
हूँ.
courtroom. Sorry. Contract drafting or courtroom strategy.
Contract drafting.
Wow. You're an early bird or a night owl.
Night owl.
A city you would love to work outside India.
Melbourne.
Your favorite color.
Blue.
Best piece of advice received.
Never give up.
Your favorite table tennis sports person.
Malong.
Tea or coffee during late night drafting.
Coffee.
Yeah, you're the coffee. And you did well. And here's your book, Shaping Agency Law for Future. So I'll
Thank
fill
you.
your and send to you. So, friends, it was a lovely conversation having with Prajata Chakrabutty. I would recommend all young lawyers be part of industry forums like how Prajata had been in part of Credib West Bengal, which will help you. So, these forums give you to connect with what do you say, industry leaders, your peers, It's a good forum for networking. So watch the episode. The all those lawyers want to enter real estate law. So Prajata and uh, he likes to, what do you say? I hope and we pray he forms his jazz band before 50, not after 50. So all
Thank
our
you so
coffee
much.
speakers have their creative pursuits. They lead an exciting life, personally, professionally. So subscribe to the Coffee Con Show where there are 500 coffee speakers. We'll get real insights. And if you want to be featured like Prajata, visit our website, the Emerging India Forum or LinkedIn page, the Emerging India Forum, or connect with our speakers. They would put in a word and invite you to have coffee conversation. So take care.
Thank you so much, Amir. It was really wonderful to have this chat and the coffee. And would definitely take this opportunity to welcome you to Calcutta anytime you want to. Just do let me know.
Okay.
So I'll surely,
Thank you.
surely would love to take you around.
Wow. Yes. So now